a woman will feel during no contact is going to start with two main things. So the checking mode and the stalking mode. Checking mode will look like checking on her phone to see where you're at. Remember, also emotions can be at a high and then at a low. So if it's like day one, it won't be maybe as high. She still has expectations for you to reach out. Day two can be like, okay, checking a little bit, that sorts of stuff. No message. Maybe that's not like you. Maybe you went without talking to her for a little while. So the emotions rising can be after she's realized, okay, this might be for real too, right? So then that emotion can rise, and there's other aspects which I'm going to break a lot of it more down towards the mid to the end of the video. But to just give you an idea, understand the crying, what happened, the like, where is he at, why is he not talking to me, or what did I do? The self-evaluation kind of comes in midway, where it's like I thought I was everything he needed, talking to her girl has to remind her, you're that girl, don't worry, he's gonna be regretting losing you, he's gonna break no communication, you don't gotta worry about it. And still the emotions still will kick because her girls can't be you. And then when she's at home by herself in bed alone, and then she's looking at her phone checking where you at, those emotions still come back at an all-time high. And then again, when she's like in other settings, those lows come in. And I'll give you one more example before I dive more into it, again towards the mid to the end. But think about also with validation and women having an ex or monkey branching, that sorts of stuff, being outside. I know it's winter time, it's cold in a lot of places right now, but it could even just be a lounge that people just go to. I mean, maybe people still club a lot. I don't go clubbing, so I wouldn't really, I see some people still do during the winter time, but my point is an environment that still is around other men and can cause attention. And remember also, like gas stations, going into any atmosphere, any place where a man can validate her can make her emotions go back down, because that's giving reassurance of you don't have to be in scarcity mode and survival mode to, like, you know, just don't say nothing, you're okay, keep going. You don't want to go and say something to you. You're crushing your ego, you're crushing yourself by doing it. You know what I mean? When survival mode, you're trying to make sure you're doing whatever you can to feel some security, some safety, right? So it's like she doesn't want to go against herself. But all I'm saying is that that's when those emotions simmer down a bit. But that can only last so long, because those become invalid. They're not coming from you any longer, and it's not good enough to fulfill the temporary void that she keeps trying to fulfill. Those temporary voids can only be fulfilled for so long. That's why there's always a breaking point. Now back to what I was talking with the checking, but the stalking that also comes with it. Before I do continue on, what have you experienced during no contact? Have you had no contact work? I know sometimes no contact can be complicated, or sometimes it takes longer, or sometimes it doesn't work, but I do want to make this message clear. Never be caught up on what results you're getting with no contact if it's from somebody else. Be more caught up on how much you're still trying to change for them. If you're going through no contact and you're really bettering yourself, you're realizing, okay, well, they're taking too long, or they haven't realized like I'm their worth and they should have been acted right, and I'm gonna start dating again. Do the dating again. Put yourself out there. Don't be too more caught up on like, well, if I start dating, or if I try to find somebody better because they're not acting right, that I might ruin it for good with them. Don't care about that. Who cares? And I say this because you're only hurting your own happiness and long-term happiness as well, being more attached and fixed onto the outcome of what no contact can look like for you and that person, when that is not the end goal. I always will say it. If no contact even worked and they came back, and that's what the results you were exactly looking for, were you changing? Were you ready? And while I'm talking about no contact, before I talk about more of what women go through and experience and what they're feeling, do also check out my no contact guide and journal. It is currently on sale, and it will truly help you out. I'm so happy it's helped out so many people, and I feel like it's helped out so many people because I've made it very custom to what I already know what works. from consultations of what I've learned, from people's experiences and stories and emails I've been sent and comments that I've read. I've done a lot of research, learned a lot about it, and a lot of it is also facts. I've been able to create this from scratch and let y'all know what you need to be doing. And it's the best part, and my favorite part about it is that it's custom so much to your certain situation, because it's questions that now you have to self-evaluate and analyze and look over what is really the truth, what is really happening, not only during no contact, but what happened that brought you to this point. And what it does that I love so much is it connects you back to yourself. So you can realize, did you become too attached? Did you become dependent because you were feeling this at this given time? And it's also self-improvement. That's why I created a mood checker to check how you're feeling, things that I recommend that you should be doing to help yourself get through no contact, to get closer to yourself, to actually grow, start dating, all that good stuff. And so it's prompts in there that I've given people already when I talk to them. It's so much like me of how I would talk to y'all. So if you want to check it out, if you're going through no contact with whoever, it doesn't have to be dating, it could be a friendship that's ended, or it could be family related, or if you want a journal that's going to help you really come back to yourself, be detached from the external, because we could talk about like environments as well, then this is going to be perfect for you. Definitely check it out by clicking the link down below, and don't miss out on the sale. And of course, per usual, consultations are available. And lastly, don't forget about Patreon. You join for free and get extra benefits, which is more videos, extra little things that you just will not get on YouTube unless you're a YouTube member. So if you are not on YouTube, or you would rather just simply be on Patreon and be a part of the community that's also there that you can join for free, click the link and join today. So back to what I was saying with what she's feeling. And if you do want me to do specific videos, questions, want me to elaborate, let me know. And yeah, so when it comes down to her, she's also going to be stalking what you're up to, because there's not much left to work with. So think of like if she's been texting you and she's now not texting you, or y'all used to do phone calls, or y'all used to see each other every other weekend, or whatever the structure was. Now that she's starting to realize this is not the new norm, she can't just call you up on a drunk night. She can't just call you up if she's bored hanging out with her girls and she's thinking about you, or her girls are tired of hearing about you and they keep telling to her, just move on or forget about him, or you can get better. She doesn't care about that. So when all of this is going on, trying to figure out why the heck you will not break no contact is the biggest concern, right? And this is going to be a part 2 for sure, but she's gonna have to try to put 2 and 2 together as to what happened, what changed. Is he dating? So not everybody does have socials, but even if you don't have socials, like stalking can literally look like stalking your place, driving around your house to see what's going on in your building, to see if anybody's coming late night, like legit stuff like that happens, right? And it's gonna be even your workplace to see, are you still working at the same place? Like what's going on? The more she doesn't know about what's going on in your life, the more it's gonna cause the mysteriousness to come in, and that's gonna lead to needing to know answers and curiosity being built up. And that's where stalking keeps coming from. She can still go to the phase of like checking and seeing where you're at, but it's not maybe as strong, right? Or if it's like your birthday or some significant date coming up, that's where she could also check and be like, is he gonna say something? Or New Year's Day, that's also sometimes, even though it just passed New Year's Eve, right? New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, there's still things that are coming up. Valentine's Day is coming up. So just remember, all of these play a factor to her being more consumed, concerned, invested, and eventually breaking no contact if it comes down to that. That's gonna be it for this video. I'm gonna bring a part 2. As I said, so much more to talk about. If you want a part 2, of course, let me know per usual. And of course, check out the links down below. I love y'all. Make sure you're taking care of yourselves, and I'll talk to y'all pretty much soon. Bye, y'all.